People will take it away. They will take it. So that's why it is. Yeah. We have with us Representative Romeo Quia. He was tasked with the responsibility of heading the committee that investigated the UL Deuce saga. Uh, so, welcome, sir.
Thank you, Julius.
Yeah, yeah, you can put that on and then focus on the microphone. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
How has life been?
Well, been perfect. By His grace, every day about the software of earth is a blessed day. So when you see the, then you are blessed by His grace.
Okay, now, what was it like being called to that committee to head it with all the other esteemed people on board?
Well, I think I think it was an opportunity to serve. I think it was a request that we informed about how we have been on the trustee. We've been on the trustee for the past 3 years, and we have been in the academia for a little about 35, 40 years. And so we felt that it was, opportunity, okay, to right the wrong.
Okay, now, how did you go about your work? Let me give you some time to give the public an idea of what the issue was. What were you told to investigate? You know.
So, Julio, I'm a member of the Board of Trustees. I'm a ranking member of the Board of Trustees of the University of Liberia.
Okay.
2 days to the commencement convocation, there was this announcement that was made by one of the students, one of the graduate students. And I'm told she pronounced herself Deuce as a Deuce.
Okay.
I would assume it was, informed by, some work that was done by the authority, by which she got informed. And so she announced it. And at the time the announcement was made, we told some graduate students to also wrote, and they divided the administration and the board, wrote the board, and said the student that is claiming to be the Deuce and the Deuce. And at the same time, there was the post. So I didn't see, I've not seen it. And so posting that came from Martin Colley. Mm-hmm. Okay, so suggesting that the girl was not a Jew. And so then the board convened an emergency meeting on the eve of the commencement convocation with the president. And said, look, we got communication from some group of students that are saying that this is that Jones Howard girl who's supposing is the deuce is not the right deuce. And we don't want confusion. So you don't announce deuce, during the commencement convocation for the law school. The board takes heed of that. So as a result, if you follow the program, there were no deuce announced from the law school. So 2 days after that, then the board constituted a committee and asked me to chair the committee. And with a specific mandate to determine what has gone wrong, whether there's any wrong, and what happened. It is based on that we accepted the responsibility. They wrote us, and then we acknowledged the receiver and we expressed our willingness to do the job. And so the committee of 5 persons, me, I chair, one is Yaman Doman, businesswoman. I co-chair, and Mr. Richard Fowler, representing the Firestone member, and Nathaniel Calvin from the Chamber of Commerce, and Director Jazo Mandejara, Minister of Education, as official to the committee. And so the committee met, and then we drew our own time frame, our work plan, and took cognizance of the mandate from the board, and we developed our TOR, and that's where it started. So then when I wrote the president of the university, informing us about our appointment, to the committee and asking for support. We at the same time wrote the vice president for academic affairs, telling her that because academic matter, and all our engagement was centered around those in our sector. So asking her to encourage our staff president to avail themselves when needed. Then I also wrote the dean of the college, law school, okay, telling her that the committee had been constituted and will be getting to her. Then I wrote the vice president for admission and registry, Aaron Cody, telling him that we'll be getting to him as well. And I did let's write to the CEO, of Montana University House, and Mr. Vivian Jones. That was the first step we did. Then we set a time frame. The board gave us 15 working days.
Okay.
As of the date of the receipt of the communication. So then I wrote the dean of the law school, asking for any instrument. Okay, because what we didn't only deal with that girl, the lady who they say she's not a do no. Holistically, there with the 6 students that graduated with honors.
Okay. So all 6 of the honorees.
Yeah, were the one that we're dealing with. And then I asked the dean of the school to give me the ledgers. She wrote me in a response, I got a letter here, telling me that she has no ledger for the students in your possession because the hard copies of all the ledger were requested for, okay, by the vice president for academic affairs. So she has no document in your possession for the graduate school. So I said, okay. So then I wrote the vice president for registration and admission. He sent me 6 ledgers. Okay.
Of the 6 students.
Of the 6 students. Then I wrote Montana. I said, give me any information you have, because we process through the system now. Give me any information you have to help us in this process. He wrote back and said the law school had been enrolled to the Montana portal. So they were being done manually. So he had no documentation, on the platform for the law school. So I said, okay. So we got to work. And we started looking at first the president wrote off for any information he has in the determination of do. She sent me the handbook. I think the handbook contained about 80 or 50 or 30 some pictures. She sort of the handbook. So went through the handbook, look at the handbook, look at how the university have been doing it. Then we did further research to find out whether there any instrument beyond what is in the handbook. And we did discover a work that was commissioned by Dr. Moses Zina. At the time, he was the vice president for academic affairs. And they're trying to develop the mechanism that look so a student that earns A in your course. Okay, that is doesn't necessarily be 100%. Okay, from 90 all 92, 93, 91, from 90 all A. So what happens to a student that makes score 100%? So they try to establish a distinction. So if you made above 100%, I mean 85 beyond, then A plus. And what a value assigned to A plus. So there's value assigned to that. And so on, so 89 to 90, so on from C, from 69. Okay, 69. And below, I think from 70 below 69 is C. And if you went below C, then there's an F. You see, from 95 to 100, A plus, and there are 4 points. From 90 to 94, A 3.75. From 85 to 89, a B plus, and that be a 3.500. From 80 to 84, a B, and that be a 300. From 75 to 79, a C plus and a 2.500. From 65 to 69, a D, and I did a 1.500. From 60 to 64, a D, and I did a 1.00. Below D is F. This was what a committee constituted by Dr. Zina came up with. I got a memory committee at about 7 persons.
Okay.
And then that was approved by the faculty senate of the University of Labrador. But it was not institutionalized. Meaning, yeah, the faculty senate approved it. And like when the budget passes, right, until the president signs it into law, it's now a budget. So it's the same. So yeah, they did this, the faculty party, but they did not institutionalize it by putting the student handbook. So the student don't know it. So it's not in use.
Okay.
It's not in use. But interestingly enough, this going registration period, that's the method they use. Okay, a non-approved method, that's the method they use.
Okay.
And it was interesting to know that, in fact, when I had an interview with the dean of the law school, she told me that, look, Honorable Queer, I came here, I just been here less than 6 months. And when I came, there was a guy who was handling the pre-operation of the ledger, and he was a student. Then interested, now he became a law student. Okay, so then we felt that it would be a conflict of interest, so we remove him. But the University of Labrador administration has now employed somebody for that job. So even once the guy was out, I had to send for him. He came back and did the work manually.
Okay.
Okay, he did that work manually. And in doing the work manually, that system, the non-approved system that they use, they didn't use it symmetrically. They use it indiscriminately. So Judeo J got A plus. Okay. Then I gave him 4.5. Then Rubia got the same A plus that gave Rubia 4.25.
Okay.
You understand that? I got all the tallies. In fact, if you went through that, everything is in that report.
Yeah.
So as a result, those that got some grade, in fact, when we did the work, it discovered that then some people even dropped below because we didn't apply that method. So if you look at it,
So what you did, you did not apply the non-approved method.
No, I didn't. And even once it's true that I did not apply method, they didn't do it holistically and inclusively. They did it indiscriminately, pick and choose.
Okay.
So as a result, the variances begin to show. So
but before we go to there were concerns that you people did not call in the other students that complained and all of that.
Because we're not judging complaint like that. We're judging, what is alleged, okay, to
the grading.
The grading. And so what I did, when we were developing the grades, I sent each student, okay, their ledger, all of them.
Okay, issue of the concerned students.
Yeah, their ledger. And I said, look at the ledger. Does the grade look like the grades we earn? They told me yes, all of them.
Okay.
With the exception of one guy called Joshua Wenele. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. He called me back and said, look, Prof, yeah, I saw the grades you sent. Okay, yeah, my grade, except there was a grade that I earned on Kamina Jenny, Councilor Kamina Jenny. And why you showed me, that's why it's on the grade sheet that I saw. Okay, so I just polite to him, my face didn't go that far. It not reaching that far. You found Kamina Jenny and asking what transpired with the grade that you saw that didn't appear. I'm dealing with grades that I saw on what is before me. Okay,
I want to find the person's name. Okay, that's Joshua Belewa.
Yeah, Belewa. Yeah. He raised that issue. Why you are using maybe genuine. Okay, but my scope of work, is to look at what is being.
So again, all of these 6 honorees, you send their ledgers to them to confirm whether these grades are their grades.
Definitely. If you I got it.
And all of them
yes.
say they are my grades.
Yes.
Except for Joshua Belewa, who said there is one grade here that it is not supposed to be that different grade the instructor sent me or that. Okay.
And Julia, I think I made the entire exercise so interesting. The law school does not give grade sheet.
Okay.
How? Do you get grade sheet? So anything that you, I don't worry the post grace on the wall, but what you show you that's a grade. So as a result, when I myself, I got 3 degrees at university, 2 masters, 1 BSc, and I graduated honors. And I know at that time you got to carry your grade sheet to attach it to your request, a mark against that. But unlike that, they don't give the student grade sheets, so they will have no grade sheets. So the grade sheet are being manually tabulated and sent to the admission of it. That's why admission process. So based on that, we did that. And when we did the work,
So which method did you use to collect the grades and find the GPAs?
So if you look here, and this one where I say gray, that is a B plus B minus 10. Okay, there was a gray on. Okay, that the plain method have been used. Okay, and then so I tabulated all the grades. I spared what is on the ledger, and I took the average. Okay, the grade, the number of grades the earn, plus the number of credits, and divided by the grade. That's how the grade was determined. And in fact, this lady that they call Azada Joan Howard, she repeated. She got 2 C's. She repeated 1 C. That she was in Law 107. It was first semester 2023. She got a C. Then she opted to repeat that course first semester 2024, and she got an A. Okay, and the rules is in the academia rules is, a junior did a course, okay, and decided to repeat that course. The latter, suffice. Okay, the other one is not counted. Okay, so they got C area and C at 2 credit course. So you got 4 points. Once you did a course and got A, it became B. I mean, it became 8 points. So with WO grade, they require total credits for lawsuit graduation is 96. But you have an option to do more than 96. Okay, so there were 2 that did that. She and Jane Bunny.
Okay.
Jane Bunny either the grade time Jane Bunny was less than one he got. Okay, because Jane Bunny got 101.
Of course, credits.
Yeah, credit. And a total credit was 300.
This is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. We're hosting Representative Romeo Quayle. He is the head of the UL Investigative Committee on the Dukes saga, trying to find.
So Jane Bunny total credit was 102. Total points acquired. He got 365.752. If we divide this by day, a grade point rose from where it was earlier to 3.6.
I think 3.62, something like
that.
Yeah,
I think you actually. All the two about it.
I think I have what you're looking for.
Yes.
So that's it came to 3.6238.
Yes. As compared to what it was earlier. The same goes to Zata. So let me do it systematically. The first person, Jane Bunny, added number 40542. Total credits 101. And the points he got were 366. If you divide 360 by 101, the grade average is 3.6238. Okay, and so you rank 2. You got Magnum Q, the second person. If you come down to
Joshua S.
Belewa, 71,897. The total credits he had 96. Okay. So 96. And the points were 344. If you divide 344 by 96, a grade point is 3.5833. He ranked there with magna cum laude. Then if you come down to
Memake
Lasana, 84-84905.
ID number.
ID number. Credits 96. Total point 332. If we divide that by that, you get 3.4583. So it's the rank 5, the cum laude. If you come to Ezada Jum Howard, 107921, or total credits 102. If you divide 102 by 372, it's 3.6471. So you got magna cum laude. Okay.
And rank number 1.
Yes, and rank number 1.
They have Abraham Zaki Kruman.
Yes. Kruman got a credit at 96 credit. The points.
97, I think.
No, 96.
Okay.
96.
I'm saying total credit.
Anthony Flomo.
Oh, okay. You are to Anthony.
Anthony Flomo is 96. You got 330 points. And if you have 330 points by 96, it's 3.4375. You cum laude, you rank number 6. Then you come to Abraham Zag Kruman. Okay, 97 credits. You did 300, you got 335 points. You divide that by 334, you get 3.4536. Cum laude.
Okay. Now, you all came to a conclusion and made some recommendations. Your findings indicated that there are some issues with the university grading system and all of that. First of all, on the issue of repeating a course, does the handbook allow for it to happen?
So yes, handbook does. Handbook says you can repeat not more than 2 courses.
Okay.
You can repeat 2 courses, and if you didn't carry the total credit, like 15 credit, and you made 2 point something or 3 point something, it does not preclude you from graduating honors, because your honor, your level is determined by the accumulated grade points average that you make, divided by the total number of credits. Okay, but the rule says you can repeat only 2 courses, not more than 2.
Okay.
Okay, and as that lady that won, that is declared as a deuce, she had 2 C's, and she opted to repeat one of the C's. The other one she didn't repeat it. And they did not even say if you had 2, if you had C's, you can't graduate honor. They didn't say that either. Okay, that's what the rule says.
Okay. So you put everything in line with the rules. What are some of the issues that you discovered with the UL grading system that need to be looked at?
Well, if you went through the recommendation, they are continuing the recommendation. The first thing, that manual system using starting grade with hand, it oscillates. It's an updated method. So we flag it. It will make you to know that the law school just had the orientation. And when I had an interview with the dean of the law school, she told me 3 persons surfaced at the orientation who claimed to have been part of the process. Then you say, but where are you coming from? They say, we took a test. But how did you come here? Because if you took a test and you've been interviewed, there will be a folder for you. Okay? It is a folder, based on our folder, we invited those for the interview. How did you come? But they said they were part of the process. So a lot is needed to be done. First and foremost, we recommended that, look, the University of Labrador has a testing center. Okay, in other countries, Julio, the teacher that teach you don't even grade your grades, don't even cover your papers. So if you feel that the university law school is so is so peculiar, so extraordinary, you can draw a question and say, give it a testing center. And when the testing center test that student is considered to be passed, to be a pass person that passed the course, they will take on to law school. But here you don't even have students giving grade sheets. You somebody and they complain that even this guy that was doing a place, tabulating a grade ledger was still a student. And they tested about how would students can play our grades when we are ourselves, graduating. Okay, so those were the things that we saw. That system had to be put in place. be a graduate program, be on a graduate program, and go to the testing center, the testing process, and the grades. When this after the entrance examination, whatever it is, all the students are deemed pass. They are going to be with the president, be with the vice president for academic affairs, be with Montana, and be with the registrar for the admission office.
Now, looking at those of you who are members of the committee, the ex officio, the Minister of Education, did not sign.
She did sign, but why wouldn't she sign? We all met.
In the report.
And so what you saw, because when we signed a report, she also chaired the High Commission of Education, and she was in the meeting. I'll be running late. Okay. By the time we came, she signed, but the official copy that we gave to the place, she signed it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, everybody signed it.
Okay. Now others say you are a CDC man, so I don't know whether the lady herself is a CDC person. I don't know what her political affiliation is, but they say you're CDC man, so you're there all kinds of things, mango.
So, but what that got to do with CDC and Unity Party? Where we have to play? Assuming now, which I know it's a fallacy. I'm not a sedition.
Oh, you are not?
Nope, I'm not a sedition.
But you...
I did join CDC in the 2023 elections. Mm-hmm. And then CDC said they were subjecting me to a primary. Okay? I didn't think, I said, okay. When time came on the primary, the lady who was the city mayor when I was superintendent of Sando, now in the rest of me.
And the lady won the primary.
Let me flow up, Gideon.
Yeah.
And I will assume they won a lady. When we got to the primary, they said, oh, the lady complained, that she suspect that the thing will be partial. So she raised that concern to the CDC leader that are doing it. So they say, all right, you know what? The thing is hotter. You go, we'll get back to you. The next day, I heard say she won primaries. Okay, so then I back off from the whole process. And I went NDC ticket. I'm the only NDC candidate. Love me in the house. I'm my own cocoa person. I'm not a CDC. I'm not doing the same. But holding on very so why that got to do with what? The lady in question, I don't even know. I saw one time in my entire life. And when did I see her? She and Jane Barney, they say she's the president for a law school. Mm-hmm. And there was some money the people had, for a law school renovation. And the budget was at the bottom close. So she can put pressure on us that they won't get that money to go because our legacy,
You mean you the board?
Yeah, the board.
Okay.
The board. Okay. And I'm in charge of academic and administration on the board. Okay. So the guy we got involved, talked to the Ministry of Finance. At that time, that was assigned content was IT, and they gave them money. I bid out. The first time I don't see even this. I have not seen her. The only time I call her, I got her number from the president because I want to send a thing to them. The only time I talk to her, I don't know her. I don't know. So, but look at the work here is clear. What is there to cheat, to be United Partisan or
no. I think one of the most significant pieces of information is that the students were made apprised of their ledgers.
Oh yeah.
And they all say yes, those are my grades. So all you had to do was simple to tabulate using the regular method.
Yeah, simple.
Okay, so how has the university board administration taken this report?
Well, the board yesterday we met. We made the committee presented a report to the administration that was represented by the president, and they were delighted. They praised her, thank God, and they work. Guess what, Gideon? They work. The exercise was done at no cost to the University of Labrador. We ourselves collected our lunch, our printing, our thing. We were down from the University of Labrador. Because why? Because we are just graduated from a door Kubo issue at the University of Labrador. We are there. Okay, we feed our own integrity and carry this on the line. And that is why they both felt that then, the committee that I set up, was competent enough, okay, to bring the result brought up. So I'm surprised to see somebody putting me on in the Facebook and so see on my face and say, I see this person, I compromise. So what? It is CDC for the United Party person. No, we're talking about the academia. We're talking about a premier institution in this country. And that's why we made those Senate recommendations that will strengthen the institution.
Okay. 777-700-995, 555-995-995. We have with us the head of the UR Investigative Committee in the Do Saga. He was right here. He explained just what they did, some of the issues they saw with the university system that need to be beefed up, and of course, the tabulation of the grades. Very significant information that each of the students were made, the 6 honorees were made apprised of their ledgers, and they say, yes, those are my grades before they went ahead. That information is crucial. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Good morning. Prolific and articulate Julius here.
Good afternoon. How you calling? Like you calling from America?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm so sorry. Sorry for this.
Yeah. That's okay. Go ahead.
Anyway, I'm fast to command. I join your widely listening to platform under the canopy of the UP Intellectual Bureau. Let me say kudos there to the progressive there in studio, who is now a lawmaker by the 56th Legislative Assembly. I think the issue surrounding the grade of the quote unquote dues, I think it's a grave issue because me as a lawmaker, I think on the committee that vetted the dues for the law school names were in the public glare for the wrong reason. So for him coming on your platform, your international listening to platform to clear, I think it's a very good thing because if you are going to stay stubbornly and don't come on the radio or in the media, to get clarity as relates to his involvement when it comes to the vetting process of the dues of the law school. I think he knew was going to permeate the media for the wrong reason for longer period of time. So I'll let him say kudos to him for coming up to clear the air. So thank you very much.
Thanks so kindly as well. Welcome. Let's hear you. Hello. 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 This one is starting again. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Lawrence George calling from New Georgia Sample. I want to be very thankful to your student guest. The way in which he provided really clear tells the public that indeed they were very much in passion. And one thing I want to make clear is that he was not the only person on the committee. I think there were more than 5 in the committee. So
there were 5.
There were 5. It is not just possible for all 5 of them, to collude to deceive the public. So I think the public needs to, trust them based on the funds they have reported, because then the next character was at stake. So the fact that indeed they have released this particular report, I think the public should the report and have that confidence in the university. But there is one thing that I'm very frustrated in. How will you have a law school, especially at that level? Because in the whole West Africa, the Louis Allen School of Law, I still correct, the only school that one must have a first degree to enter. Then you tell me that you don't have the calculation of grade is being done manually? I graduated from University of Liberia. Therefore, that is very serious. It means that the government needs to invest in that particular area to make sure that we have qualified people that will be able to have the tabulate certain grade. What occurred doesn't happen again.
Okay, thanks so kindly. Please ask your guest who is the dudes now. But the man talking Azeta, I know Howard June, Howard, whatever it is. That's the person. This person says, just jot down the concerns. Please ask your guest what prompted the investigation and what the terms of reference of the investigative committee were. I asked that question though. Additionally, if the investigation arose from a complaint filed by the students, were the issues raised in that complaint duly considered? Issues of fraud were alleged. Did the committee consider that? Okay. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Julius, good afternoon.
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Pleasant, good afternoon to the Honorable Mayor in studio. As usual, Julius, I'm phoning from District 4, and this is the voice of Akwe Eboe Senior. Julius, one reason why some of us will leave whatever we are doing during the afternoon or the evening hour to tune into OKFM is because, Julius, I strongly believe this issue of Liberians living in doubt, you always create a means for people to come on the media to provide clarity. And I must always appreciate you for doing that.
Thanks so
and thanks to the Honorable Man for coming. Julius, I appreciate the entire investigative team that went to work to see how best they can put this matter to bed. Because what I think is that, Julius, to study and earn a grade, Julius, is not an easy thing, to be very honest with you. So for the fact that the entire committee worked tirelessly to ensure that the rightful person, be given the glory or the accolade is something that we need to appreciate, because I strongly believe if there was nothing that was going to be done about this, that alone could serve as a demotivation to other students who will want to study hard and earn grades. So for the fact that the investigative committee was able to really work tirelessly, as I said, to ensure the madam in question gets her required or well-deserved accolade, is something I want to appreciate.
Okay, thanks so kindly. This was so someone has sent me what one Christopher Vonzia wrote. I think one of those who complained. It is deeply concerning to know that we, the students who raised these complaints on behalf of the entire student body, were never invited to present our evidence. We were not included in any part of the investigative process, which undermines the credibility and fairness of the outcome. Witnessing this situation is both shocking and disappointing. A process that excludes those who brought forward the concerns cannot be considered thorough or just. The bar exam will expose the truth. Okay. Let's see who's right here. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm John Weeks calling from Soul Clinic.
Go ahead.
Yeah, did I hear the Honorable saying that he repeated a course? Did I see and repeated it?
Yeah. He said so, and he said that the handbook allows up to 2 repeats.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's a new rule set up. Because I'm a 2018 graduate of the University of Liberia.
Okay, so he is here. He will speak to that. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Hello, my brother Julius.
Yes, quickly. Go ahead. Local calls will definitely drop you away. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon, Julius. Lorenzo Prince Boga from Rafi Harry.
Yes, go ahead.
Julius, I like the Louis Arthur Green School of Law is like, I think they look for a particular kind of person most of the time, because the similar situation of occurred last year with the Alimantu Nuri concerning issue of grades, and somebody changed grades, and it's second, Julius, that it's school.
No, in this case, it is not changing grading. It is.
Yeah,
they say someone else supposed to be the dues. And other
these are some of the fraud we're talking about, because people are alleging the issue of fraud. So this time around, somebody's alleging that fraud occurred in the process. And this school is a school of high esteem. Neighborhood school high esteem that every year, time of graduation, you got some kind of issue about grades and teacher or change your grades or considering who. I don't know whether they're looking for a particular kind of person that's supposed to be dues all the time. But I think when people earn a grades, they should be given. And it's second that they're still doing grade manually. Even my daughter's schools, even the A's they get in the nursery or whatsoever, they got a computer system that they put the actual grade in. The computer will come up with who has A or A plus or B or B plus. It does that. So I don't know why they will still be doing grade manually. It's sickening.
Okay.
They need to improve the system. The school is improving as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks so kindly. We'll soon go back to him to respond. We don't have enough time left. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Julius, good afternoon.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Tension Mark Anthony Shimon. I call from East Africa. Let me appreciate your studio guest because of 2 important things that he mentioned in his explanation, and one has to do with the fact that he sent all the grades to the 6 students, the 6 honor roll students. That alone proves that he was very partial. He was very partial in the process. And another.
You say he was what, partial or impartial?
No, he was impartial.
Okay.
He was impartial in the process. And the last thing that he mentioned was the claim that the Minister of Education signed the document. That alone validated the presentation. And I'm very, very excited to know that the Minister of Education signed the document, which
Okay.
have been Mountain's claim.
Okay, thanks so kindly. Welcome. Let's hear you.
David Coty, my name.
Quickly, sir.
Good evening to my good and old friend, long-time friend. Now that you have seen the problems at the university, especially at the law school, and being a lawmaker, what are you going to do by suggesting to your colleagues that some good money be put in the UL to build the place up?
Okay, thanks so kindly. The final one from overseas. He has to respond quickly.
Hello, okay, Evan?
Yes, quickly, go ahead.
I'm Zeus from India. Been following the show pertaining to the whole situation. I hear the honorable man in there talk about like the grading system that we're talking about. Out there in India, there's a testing environment, testing system, like what the honorable man were talking. Those people, like from the examination council, like in the state we're in currently, those who correct our exam people here, they comes like from way, like I take for in the liberation thing, they will come from like Maryland. People from TU University will come to Monrovia and correct Yale student paper. And then within the center will be taking our exam on our campus. It won't be on Yale campus. We'll be taking the test the way to Zion campus, like at Port River, way to kind of places. And then if you guys in the hall, you have a testing, or you have a testing hall or something like you print from the portal, which is the hall ticket. They allow you, which going to permit you scan with the barcode. It's going to allow you enter within the test hall. And pertaining with the grade sheet, students have to have right to their grade sheet, like having access to it from the online portal. That's why in India they don't give you the exam paper. They keep it, the school keep it in the examination council hall for reference.
Okay, thanks so kindly. Because of time, we'll come back to you, sir.
Yes, so Julia, I'm not going to answer the questions sequentially. I will answer them
just answer
the
why
way
you-
I
yeah,
pick.
well,
I want to pick. So let me come to this student that sent you the text. First place, there was no particular student who had an issue to say this is my issue. The issue was that the person that supposedly, present themselves to the public that they do, the person not do.
Yes, that was the issue.
So I'm looking for a particular, I'm looking for the issue. I'm looking for who say there was no complaint. So what complaint did they make? No, they both gave a specific definition. Look, go
and determine who was the deuce.
Yes, and we went beyond that. We went beyond that by doing research and see where it come from. Okay, first they start applying, a non-institutionalized method. Okay, and now doing this sequentially and doing discriminatingly. That was the problem. And we discovered that. And we made a recommendation. And David and Cody, my friend, I can assure you, we not only put it, that is the first time the University of Liberia have had the budget that they have. Okay, at least now in my memory. And not only that, we're trying to put in place, stringent measures. There's a premier institution. I told you I got 3 degrees from that university. Okay, and so somebody come here and want to get it and go demonstrate and honor my process. That's what we're doing. So we not yesterday in our meeting, we re-emphasized in fencing the main campus and digitizing entrance. So each student have an ID card that because everybody going to campus is porous. Okay, so we are taking conditions already made steps. Okay, though and they are challenging. Okay, but they can be mitigated and they go by all hands on deck doing what we did. So I can tell you, their report is one of the best reports. It's on bias. Okay, it's intended to strengthen integrity and make sure that the University of Liberia still has the kind of prestige it has internationally, both nationally. So that's it.
Representative Romeo, thanks so kindly for accepting our invite on short notice.
Montserrat County District Number 7 former representative, the Right Honorable Solomon Claudius George. It was in the courtyard of
third. There were some up and down issue with Representative Solomon George and his colleagues coming up to the 54th. Yes, he has some other tough legislative arguments, but again, we can only say sorry to the family members of Representative Solomon George. All of us will be bereaved because having a statesman of that kind who we should be going to for some legislative recollection. It's
Right.
no longer.
Right.
Things are hard.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the speaker on behalf of the 55th legislature gave tribute and said a lot about the fallen former representative. Let's go now with the statistical report of the first quarter of the third section of the Honorable House of Representatives of the 55th legislature of the Republic of Liberia. It started since the 15th of January and ran up to the 19th of March. And House sitting, regular sitting was 20, executive 10, special sitting 0, total 30. Bills passed. House bill passed 4, executive bill passed 7, Senate bill passed 10, resolution 0, total 21. That constitutes the statistical report for the first quarter year.
Yeah, so the regular sitting, for those of you who are listening, it's good that you understand. It is the Tuesdays and Thursdays sittings. They are the regular sittings at the House of Representatives, and there were executive sitting. Those are closed doors conversation with the lawmakers. Those issues that are of national concerns when they go to executive session. That's what Director Hinz talked about. 10. So there was no special sittings. Special sittings are sittings that are outside of the regular days.
Right.
Probably you want to talk about Monday, you want to talk about Wednesday, or you want to talk about Friday, whatever day they're convening outside of Tuesdays and Thursdays. So there was no special sitting. I cannot say what will happen next, but of course, along the first sitting. And so, yes, in general, they had 30 sittings along the way. So bills that were passed, those that emanated from the House of Representatives, you had 4. Those that came from the executive branch, because, mind you, the Constitution talks about coordination. And so there are 3 distinct branches of government. And so the fact that you have some from the legislature, then you have some come from the executive.
Right.
And so there were some who came from the Liberian Senate. And so a part of that is based on concurrence issue. So yes, in total, you have 21 bills.
Inclusive of that is one of the famous one that got passed, elevating the TNRMA from the level it is to a bachelor level.
It's always a good thing to talk about the elevation of institutions of higher learning in the country.
And we will be having the honorable gentleman who introduced that bill.
The proponent.
Right. So just on top of it, at the legislature, the lawmakers are energized. They're just part of being on break, but they're working with the current situation there taking place between Liberia and Guinea border. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Right Honorable Richard Nangbekum, has called for an urgent meeting among speakers and presidents of Parliament and National Assemblies of the Mano River Union MRU member states. The proposed high-level meeting is expected to take place in Abidjan, the Ivory Coast, from the 28th of March to the 30th, aimed at addressing growing concerns over recent border tensions between the sub-region. That is, that's taking place between the sub-region, between the both countries, Guinea and Liberia.
Yes, you're quite right, because whatever affects Liberia has a tendency of spinning over to other countries. And so this is of concern. Our speaker, the Right Honorable Richard Nangbekum, has been working to ensure that there is a conversion of speakers. And of course, they have been brainstorming as to how speakers can come under one umbrella, first of its kind, under his leadership. And so the fact that they are still into the preparatory stage or stages of that, now that we have a situation in Liberia, there could be spillage. And so in order to avoid such, on that basis, the speaker think that it is important to have all of the member states come together and we can find a common ground. Now we must be talking about dialogue. Then
the executive is using the diplomatic means, while the legislature is using the parliamentary means to make sure that this matter is solved.
Yeah, obviously.
And into that, the speaker has also cautioned members of the legislature, the 55th legislature, against making public statements that could escalate tensions regarding the situation at the Liberia-Guinea border. And he said basically that he emphasizes that public officials, lawmakers bear a great responsibility to provide measured, accurate, and reassuring leadership, particularly on matters concerning national security. So he said, our citizens depend on us, as leaders. So we must avoid speaking on issues for which we do not have sufficient information about, especially when such matters relate to national security. That's what he mentioned.
Yeah, so in such role, you become the parent of a home, and so the children will look up to you for solutions to problems, and so you cannot be a national leader or a member of the legislature, and you are talking and talking and forgetting about the sovereignty of this country, because when Liberians are downhearted, they look forward to their leaders to find solutions to problems. And so if you are one of those persons who should be finding solution in a home, and then you are casting down that role, what become of the children in the home? So the speaker is of that view that we must be logical and we must build the hope of the Liberian people while we resolve some of these problems around us.
Absolutely. And so that carries us strictly to our guests around the table this evening. We'll be chit-chatting, talking about his legislative work, both at the capital and in his district. Was attending very lately, he submitted his legislative report to his people. Augustine B. Chiwolo is a Liberian politician. He is the current representative of Lofa County Electoral District number 5 in the 55th legislature. He is the co-chairperson on the Committee on Health. He is a staunch member of the current ruling Unity Party. He focuses on grassroots development, focusing on youth, women empowerment, agriculture, infrastructure improvement in Zozo and Salaye districts. Good evening, Honorable Chiwolo. How you doing? Why are you smiling like this?
Thank you, Mr. Haynes. Let me say thanks to the crew. My greetings to everybody, Liberians that are listening to us. I want to say good evening to everybody. I'm happy to be here this evening. I laugh because you said Salary and Zozo, but I want you to say Liberia large.
Okay.
So, thank you. So, my advocacy is not only for Lofians, but it's for Liberia large. Again, I'm happy to be here this evening to share with the public of my recent visitation to the district in giving them my annual report current 2025 January 1st to December 31st, 2025.
And that is exactly what we're going to go into. You want to greet your people in your vernacular. They are listening anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Haynes, but I'm not saying you're doing that. But let me say again to my people in Lofa, Katua, that is in Pele, in Loma, I want to say Wungo, Vabena, what do you say? Thank you.
You got to want to speak out vernacular. Yeah. But that's a good thing always.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so great to have you, Honorable, around the table. Congratulations on your first quarter. And I know you had some great time working for your people. And I want us to look at, you recently submitted your report to both districts. Because your area is cut into two.
Sure.
And so you want to summarize your legislative performance over the period of reporting to your constituents recently.
Sure. First of all, like I said, I bring greetings from the Capitol building, and I bring greetings to our people from the Lofa County Caucus, where I serve as co-chair. I also serve as a co-chair, like you rightly stated, on health, and I serve as chairman on the LRRC, co-chair on agriculture. But I'm happy again that we fulfilled our promises to the people, that we will always go back to tell them what we have done. This is our second report. The first was done in 2024. And then 2025, we are already giving them our annual report. Our annual report is just a summary of what we are doing. They are witnesses to what we share within this booklet. The booklet is there for them to critique. And I expected them to give us feedback from our report. So our report covers our interaction with the community. Of course, we are heavily engaged with the community in terms of our presence being felt almost every week. We are thankful to the government that today we speak of a paved road to my district number 5, which I used to take like 9 hours to reach. This time I take about 3.5 hours to reach the salary. So barely I can say I'm living there. Congratulations to the government for fulfilling that promise made to the people. So our engagement have been like, how do we consolidate our activities with the people that we're dealing with the people that we interact with? And that have been with the youth, the elders, the marketeers, and everybody. So visitation have been like identifying some of the problems and seeing some of the problems that we know of. And so, based on our engagement with the people, we try to also fulfill some of the promises we made. We may not be able to do all, but this report covers our engagement with the public in terms of salary in Zaza district and meeting some of their needs. Our recommendation to plenary in terms of how we can be filled within the budget. That was also made by me at the Capitol building. You know, we have 2 districts, like you said, a very large district. And so whenever you deal with salary district, you got to go back to Zaza district. And the people themselves see that there is some level of kindness within the district when it comes to previous years. Today, motorcyclists and drivers travel to Lofa County with less expenses in terms of transportation, except that the fuel that have been increased in gasoline price, which of course is not unique to only Lofa County, unique to everybody, even around the world. So we have health issues, we have unemployment, we have volunteers. These things have been purported by being engaging my colleagues to see how best all of our people that have been volunteered, the crime have subsided, not 100%, but you can see that many of our people that used to be complaining, having placard in their hands, some of them have been enrolled into government through the Civil 7 society, through the Civil 7. Those engagements did not come by surprise, did not come by mistake. It's because of our individual engagement with this entity. So when it comes to the infrastructure development for our district, we have clinics like, for instance, Salary. Salary is an administrative district. She has a clinic where I've been advocating to the government to make sure that Salary is elevated to a health center. And of course, government have agreed.
Do they have the capacity?
Yes, of course. That's why when they built the health center, of course, they're going to furnish that institution and make sure that professionals, medical doctors are being assigned. Because it becomes a burden on people to take patients from Salary to Phoebe, patients from Salary to even Vonjaman. That, of course, the minister have agreed in principle. And of course, they are working on the modality to make sure that structure is being built.
Well, let's also say, this program, and let's acknowledge some of our colleagues. This program is being streamed live on the Liberia National Television Facebook page, official Facebook page, the House of Representatives official Facebook page, closing argument, and the Honorable of District Number 5, who is in our studio, his own official office Facebook page. So,
Yes.
So, just before you come in, I can also tell you that Radio Live from Zaza is also carried on this program.
Well, that's a good one for our people in the county.
Yeah, sure.
That's good to know. Now, you are co-chair of the Committee on Health, probably as part of the first quarter. What would you say are some of those achievements undertaken by the committee?
So, the constraints that the health sector have not been eradicated, but I think we have tried to mitigate some of those problems. Like for me, I don't really focus on Lofa County alone. When I'm speaking about health issue, I speak holistically about the whole country.
Right.
And so,
but you come from that background.
I come from that background. So what happens here is that we are saying that the government is even doing a lot when it comes to infrastructure, upgrading those various clinics that we have like 3 or 4, 5 rooms. There are plans that the ministry are going to demolish them and build a modern one across court, and not only for Salary and Zaza. So these are our own concerns when it comes to the committee. How best we can improve the health sector. So we may still have some constraint in terms of drugs distribution, but I think the government is doing pretty well when it comes to this drug revolving system. So drugs can be available at all times. Ambulance services are being available, and the road connectivity is going to help connect clinics to road so that when there is a transfer, it's made easily. And the ministry is doing our best, and we are doing our best to make sure that we support the Ministry of Health in terms of budgetary allocations, increase budgets so that they can be able to work. That's the part we play, and the ministry implement those budgets that we gave or that we approve for the ministry to work in the country, not only Salary and Zaza, but like I said, Liberia at large.
In as much as you are advocating for the construction of more health facilities across the country, it comes to mind that you ought to be talking about manpower support. You need to talk about logistical support in terms of maintaining those facilities, and as well, accountability will be another issue to talk about.
Definitely. And so when we are advocating for increasing or elevating structures, and that's why the bill that you talk about, the Tubman National Institute of Medical Arts having to be one of the allied health institutions in Liberia, still offering diplomas to people that spend 3 years to 4 years. And I feel that it's a disenchantment for people who spend that level of time and people who go to other institutions like Mother Patton and spend 4 years and get BSc. So we are saying government-owned institutions should be upgraded. People that go into that institutions and come off successfully should have a bachelor degree so that they can be able to upgrade even the website, because once you go as a diplomat, definitely nobody knows you. So things we're talking about when it comes to human capacity building. If TNIMA today is being upgraded to a degree level, I can tell you for free that there will be a lot of things that even physicians will be doing a minor surgery. Of course, we are qualified to do them, but because of the degree we have, diploma, you are limited to do those things.
With one aspect to get it passed from the House of Representatives now sent over to the Senate.
Yeah.
Do you have that lobbyistic power to lobby with your colleagues in the Senate to have this passed?
So the bill will be passed. The reason here is a matter of time. These institutions, people have to understand how they work. They are not institutions that generate funds. And so they are institutions you need to clearly identify or explain to your colleagues what it means. In this modern world, you can have an institution in Montserrat County over 80 years that's still giving diploma. I mean, honestly, nobody wants to accept that.
That's your alma mater.
That's my alma mater. So, two, if these people graduate, like for me, I graduated for 3 to 4 years. I have to go back to do BSc for another more 3 to 4 years, 8 years wasting my time. So if you're not strong enough, you just go into the bushes and you stay right there and you perpetually get perished. We are saying elevate this institution, since in fact it's on the ground of JFK, that this institution can align with the JFK so that it can be a teaching hospital. And so it just clear.
The way they get Kalibuinga.
Exactly. So it become clear. So our colleagues, the alumni, other people that have been funding TNIMA are also in support of this bill. And I think they'll be coming up with a strong word so that they can appeal on my behalf, because I sent in the bill that the Senate will also pass the bill, because at the House of Representatives, it has been passed. We have no issue with that. The issue now is with the Senate, how best we can also explain this to them, the importance of this bill.
As you await concurrence by the Liberian Senate, of course, what would you say are mechanisms put in place so that upon passage or concurrence by the Senate, you jumpstart the activities and we no longer see a certificate program at TNIMA?
So we have a lot of graduates that are medical doctors, that are lawyers, that are even philanthropists in Liberia. Some are abroad. And every one of us, we are willing to put our hands on deck to make sure that the institution reach to that level. The reason is just very simple. You have the infrastructures that have been dilapidated or it needs to be renovated. You have people that have been teaching into that institutions that can also be upgraded. You can sometimes do an in-service training to upgrade these people. So I don't think we should be playing politics with this. I don't think this is something that we should be wasting our time on to say you have to do. TNIMA has the facility, has the manpower capacity, and government can provide the funding because that's a government institution. I don't think they should be politicized to say we have to do X, Y, Z. We can write the run and see all of the things that need to be checked out. We can check milk then, and then the institution can move forward. Why will you have an institution in Montserrat that is still giving diploma after 3 years?
So you're very sure that this bill is going to pass?
It will be passed. It will be passed. I mean, I'm confident that it will be passed, but it just needs to be explained to our colleagues what we really want to achieve.
When do you anticipate doing that?
So we are in the process, in as much as it passed from us. I think from the Senate, there are people who understand exactly what it takes to have a program that will give bachelor degrees to 8 graduates at this present movement. I mean, we are talking about. Phoebe is doing it. Current Hospital is doing it. Why TNIMA cannot have it?
When you talk about playing politics, what do you mean?
So I say play politics, not in the sense that people are playing politics, but I think they want to be sure of what we are saying. They want to make sure that we are strong enough to carry the institution to a degree level, and we have the funding. We have the manpower capacity build. We have the infrastructure. So we have to convince them. How do we convince them? Is that those of us that feel that we have been left behind to push the agenda and give them the assurance that, look, we can do this. Because there are other people standing by to support this build in terms of coming to do the infrastructure renovation. They are there to train the manpower. And like I said, we don't need to waste time on this.
Honorable, let's take a flight to Zozo and Saleh here, your constituency. How does your legislative work directly benefit your district?
So Zozo and Salary are two big districts.
Very big.
Very big. But I can tell you for free that I'm working with a local authorities or working with a commissioners, a city mayor, a primary chief, and a town chief. So through these people, especially for Zozo district, we found it very easy to penetrate or sell our vision to the people. So we're not going to do all at once. But what we need to do is that, is our presence being felt? Is our work being felt? Yes. We can name series of things that we are doing through the local authorities that the people have seen our impact. Understand it's politics. Nobody's going to praise you. If you went into a vote with 13 persons and you won, you have 12 persons to be your enemy or the opposition. They will always say things that you don't expect them to say. But the fact of the matter is that what do you do as a tangible? That's the tangible we are talking about. And our people know exactly as this is the first time our lawmaker is making a report. Physically bringing everybody together, reading your report.
Are you saying the previous lawmakers did not make reports?
I did not see it. Maybe they may have made it, but
Were
I
you
did not
there in
see
the
it.
district then?
Of course, I've been in the district for the past almost 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So and this is the first time we called into a book and say, look, this is what we have done. This is a hard copy. Carry the hard copy, read it, and critique and come back to us or recommend to us. This has not been done. So it's strange. Everything that is being done in the Salary and Zozo district is strange to the people. So we have to educate them to adapt the system.
In a clearer tone and outside of your involvement into making laws on Capitol Hill, what will you say are some of those development priorities, development or projects that you have undertaken in your district?
So, Manon's government-owned funding, we have done lot in terms of the 1 year. We have 3 projects that we undertook. And today we are proud to tell you that it's about 98 or 99%.
Let's talk about those 3 projects.
So those projects like that, we have 3 claims. In Salary District, we have 3 claims. In Zozo District, we have 3 claims. So what we did cleverly is that we divided the claim and take one for each. Okay. So in Salary District, we took the barley claim to be our focus area. One of the rich area in terms of agriculture produce, what they do there, but they have a bad road. People don't have access to what they produce there. We'd have a town hall meeting where they asked us to do a town hall project for them. That is done from my own pocket. That project costs $15,000 United States dollars.
How far is it?
That project is like 90% almost to
Nearing completion.
Yeah, nearing completion. Besides that, there are other small support we give to the people in terms of, teachers complaining, volunteer teachers now on payroll, health workers now on payroll. We did some intervention to just move the process. It may not be 100%. That's one project we did. That project is about 90%. Then we'll move into the Scene Salary District. There is a road I learned that since 50 years ago, no Caterpillar have gotten on that road. Thank God for the IFA project. We earmarked that project during our legislative funding.
Is Caterpillar on it now?
Yes. As we speak now, we have the yellow machine there working, and that road going to be connected with no bridges. No long bridges have been damaged. And the people in Kwayakwala or Bongi will have access to come to the main road with everything that they will produce.
Are you talking about the road that is going towards Wapulu?
Yes, exactly so. It's not actually directed, but it's a path road. But this road now will be connected to Kwayakwala and other places. In the near future, maybe we'll go to Wapulu.
All of these come with a lot of challenges. You want to tell us, Honorable, what are the major challenges you encounter or you face as a legislator?
So the people have this kind of ambition, they want things to be done right away. So they foresee you not to be doing well, and the government has their own budget, government has their own way of funding these projects. So sometimes the ambition from the constituents is so huge, the demand is so huge. You have to make sure that you explain to them what the workload is like. I just spoke of one, that is Salary District. In Zozo District, we have a very rich area called the Kilewu. That road had also been captured by the IFA project under the Agriculture Ministry. That project is currently ongoing. The yellow machine is on that road, making sure that that road will reach to the last part of that claim, so that people have access to main road. So it's bit by bit, because when the district is large, you can't take all. So if the government tells you, give me 2 priority, you have the priority 2, one from one district, one from the next district. On my own, the people in Blue Yama Clan have been strangulated for a very long time. Even though they had a company there that robbed the people, yes, were able to conduct that road during the heat of the rainy season, that people could use motorbike. We use pretty close to 12,000 United States dollars from our own pocket. Today, because of what we did, the company have come in and have connected that road. The people in Blue County are able now to come to Zorzor with everything they have. These are some of the things we have done just in the recent time.
Often you've spoken about criticism. I want to hear from you. How do you address yourself to criticism? And in as much as you're going to address yourself to that question, I also want to know from you, what are your legislative priorities moving forward, particularly in the health sector?
So within a health sector, it's a gradual process. This government has gone 2 years. This is a 3rd year. You don't expect all to be done at once. First of all was the human resource. There were a lot of noise. People were saying, oh, we've been volunteering for long. There are still people who are not being placed on payroll. We want to make sure that we work along with the ministry to make sure that those are qualified and competent to be absorbed. They are absorbed within the ministry, streamlined to be working in the various clinics. That's one aspect, because once you have qualified and competent people, definitely noise will reduce. Government cannot employ everybody. That's one thing. The next thing is about drugs distribution, that our people have sufficient drugs even during the rainy season. People have access to ambulance services. People have qualified doctors, surgeons. We don't want to see surgeons in the Ministry of Health. We want to see surgeons at the various health post center, that you can be able to respond to emergency. So we are still from the background. You may not see it at the legislature where we'll be fighting on floor to do this, but we'll have meeting with these people. We'll discuss with them. How can we make sure that the noise in the health sector is being reduced? These are some of the things I'm trying to tell you that we can do. In our own weak way, we have meetings with the ministers. We have meetings with other doctors and tell them that, look, this is what we need to do.
Criticism.
Okay, so
how do you address yourself to criticism? Do you accept it?
So criticism is part of life. Especially when you're in a seat, nobody sees good about you. So we take that as a challenge and we work on those criticisms that people tell us. If you think that we're not doing well, we see how best we can still do well. Because this government, no matter what happens, will be criticized until our time finish. And so it's not anything that is strange. Criticism is part of leadership, and we accept it to where we just do it in a polite manner.
Are there additional reforms or bills you're currently working on upon resumption for the second quarter? If there will be any special sitting that you hope to introduce on the floor of the House of Representatives?
So it may not be a bill, but we have our own 4 years strategic plan that we have for the district, and we'll be able to give you a copy. That in the next 4 years, we'll go back to the community, we'll call a town hall meeting, we'll discuss about this 4 year strategic plan. We'll vet it, we'll see which one we can do, and when everybody agrees to it, then of course, we'll take it as a priority. So the issue of bill will come on based upon what we see. We're not just going to do bill that will be there. It does not have any impact on anybody, but bill should have an impact. There are many bills that are being put on the floor, are just there lying down, and it doesn't have an impact. Of course, I'm not saying they may not be the rightful time to pull it, but you should put something that is human interest that everybody will have a benefit of.
I hear you talk about 13 others who probably contested against you, and of course, everything will not be rosy.
Definitely.
As much as we talk about the criticism from your opponents, so how are you working with the district and all those who probably contested against you to have the district reconciled in its totality?
So for the first time, I've been able to organize and put somebody neutral, we call them neutral, to lead a reconciliation for in-salary district. First of all, that negotiation have started in Monrovia here.
Let's say holistic.
Yeah, holistic for salary district. No matter who you are, it's non-political. It just meant that we come together, because if you leave the district with me alone, I won't be able to achieve all. But Mr. Haynes, maybe you're from salary district, you work at the Ministry of Internal Affairs. You have something that you think you can deliver to the people in salary. You can't say because it's Mr. Cholo who is not there, so I can't contribute. So we try to bring everybody together. Those are even contested, past lawmakers, to see how best we can go back to the district and educate our people, because in the absence of all going back, we still have a divisive politics being played. And tomorrow, this is what happened to us. I must admit, in this government, salaries, Zorzor and Vonjama, we have been left out.
Why?
In terms of employment, because we are divided. And because we are divided, nobody takes us serious.
It rests upon your shoulder.
Yeah, but I alone cannot do it.
What's up with the legislative caucus?
Yeah, and that's why if
you have a deputy speaker coming from your county.
And that's why it's good I say it on the media. And people should not say Honorable Chibolo is not working, he's not effective. It's not about me, but we have two senators. We have Senator Saras, we have Senator Jala. They too have the burden on their shoulder to make sure that the district that produced the highest vote for this government, we don't have 2 to 3 persons that have been employed in government. However, the president has assured us, we want to say it's time going. We have been left behind. We've gone 3 years.
You can lobby.
We still lobbying. How long do you lobby it?
How long do you lobby it?
So again, that's
the caucus united.
We should be united.
But you are not.
No, I said we should be united. Because for me, when I stand for the United Party, I make sure that I support my party agenda to the fullest. Accepting somebody that want to do politics, but when you do politics, you're not doing it to me, you're doing it to everybody.
Country over party.
Yep.
Folks, we're having Representative Augustine B. Chibolo here. I always enjoy him in leadership meeting when he introduces himself and say, Chibolo B. Augustine.
Yeah.
It's great this evening here around the table. He represents District Number 5, Lofa County. We're talking about his legislative work at the capital and in his district, Zozo and Salaye districts. He said they produced the higher votes for the current administration of His Excellency Joseph Yuman Boaka, but yet they've been left out of the job employment area, right? And so he said they need to work together. The caucus, they're still lobbying 3 years going now. 0770259660. Sorry, we're going to come back here. I got to talk a little bit about the tension because it's in Lofa. What role is he playing anyway? Of course, the Speaker of the House and other members, they have already dispatched communication to the 3 speakers of the Mana River countries, La Côte d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, and Guinea, to have a kind of urgent meeting to look into the situation, while the executive branch of the government is diplomatically behind the scene looking in terms of solving this matter. The legislature, under the gabble of Speaker Richard Nagbekum, is using the parliamentary means to make sure this matter is being solved. 0770259660. You want to join us on the conversation? 0880514096. Those are the numbers to be a part of the conversation. Let's hear you. If you're calling from Lofa County, we have your representative for District 5 right here in the studio. He says some of those things happening in the 2 districts, they are happening for the first time, and he's trying his best to make sure his team to make sure that the people get used to it, educate the public. This person call us. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hear you. Your name, where you call from?
Thank you. I'm Lower Nathan Engineer. I'm calling from Maryland County, Pacific Harper.
Please go ahead from PMAC Jewish District, Harper.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the Honorable Man. I just wanted to say that you exchange representative, we're changing the Kaiman district.
Oh, Mama, you having Ways and Means Chairman in your district, my man?
So thank you very much. And what I do observe in my county is that our lawmakers do not really come to us as constituent break to go and visit their people and call for town hall meeting. You know, it's so good that if the people elect you, they elect you to go and tell them and make report to them. Like you send a child to school, if the child make good grade, you, the parents, you feel very happy. But now what we observe those days is that only time for election, we see our lawmakers open their car doors to bear down to people. But whenever they are in the office, they close their car windshield. So it's so bad to see those things happen. I can remember during early administration, the House of Representatives used to praise some other lawmakers, but today we do not hear that or this lawmaker has been great for the visitation to his people. And I think you, as a lawmaker, should come and make report to your people. Then the people giving you the platform, you go and make your report to the hospital, to the primary. But today, we only see our people, some of them come only on barrel. So it's so bad to see our people treating us like this. So thank you very much. As they treating your people, I want for our lawmaker from Maryland County to see how best to visit their people and hear the platform, the platform from their people, and they can move very well and do their work according to the will of the people.
Okay, my dear brother. Thank you so much. We'll ask Representative P. Matt Jewett. We'll ask Representative Augustine. That is Austin Taylor. And that is Representative Anthony Williams. They are from Maryland County. This person caller. Hello.
How you doing, Chief?
Good evening. Your name, where you call from?
It's my occupational symbolic. I joined from Bon County.
Please go ahead from Bon County.
Yes. So my question to the Senate, the lawmaker, in the next 2-3 years, what some achievement was even as a youth in the country?
Okay, what in the next 2 to 3 years, what is anticipated as achievement for the young people? Since, in fact, he said he represents not just the people of Zorzor and Salaye districts, but the Republic of Liberia in advocacy. This person call us. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Good to hear you. Your name, where you call from?
My name is Anita Kevla. I'm calling from Broadview City.
Please go ahead, Anita.
Yes, I want to take this time to appreciate the studio guests. I also want to appreciate you guys in studio. I want to tell the Honorable Augustine Bocho, thank you for his intervention, his work in the district. He has forgot about a lot of things that he has been doing in the district. Even the knowledge he has imparted in our youth, our citizens for both Zorzor and Salaye alone is a testimony, it's a job that he has opened for us. So I want to tell him thank you, because this is not his first time. Even at the time he was not lawmaker, he was there for his citizens. I want him to not be deterred, then he be focused and do his people work. Even at the house there, he should be focused just while he's not into any other thing, and be there for his citizens. I want to appreciate him. That God continue to bless him.
I hope you say you'll go back home too, because he said getting people to go back home to offer what they can offer for the district.
Whether he call people, he not call people, I already ahead of him.
Okay. So I like that. Thank you so much. Great lady with energy. This person call us. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. Tell us your name, where you call from.
My name is Toba Biya. I do join you guys from Bon County. I'm also from Salaye, but personally in Bon County.
Okay. And the mayor can look for you in Salaye, in Bon County, you go by the Salaye. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I take this time to extend my gratitude to the Honorable for what he has been doing in the district. A lot of development and helping others to, like farmers, helping our youth and other people in the district. But I have one question for the Honorable.
Please go ahead.
What is he doing? What is his plan when it comes to students from Salaye district or Zolaye district who are in Bon County, attending the Cotiton University, the Bon University, and other universities around the country? What is his plan towards those students?
What is the plan for university students, especially coming from that part of your district, that attending other universities across Liberia? This person call us. Hello. You call from where?
I'm calling from Real Life.
Please go ahead from your true later Real Life for you commercial district. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you to our studio guys. I want to commend you. Thank you. And what you said, it's better to say that this is over is fine. This apple, who put the power, I will depend on them. What they are, so what is the other one? Get in that seat. The sun that back on the distance, follow the street, then you see them coming around the football. And me, you never come by Justin. So go in there, you're going in there for nothing. So tell me about this and what you plan to move by this and that. It made us going to fight hard, but it's going to be developed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. This person called us. We're squeezing just 1-2 more, and then we'll come back to the Honorable to respond. This person, hello, let's hear you.
Hello. Yes, I'm a Christopher Type for Conway.
Yeah, please go ahead from Cowell.
Yeah, I want to thank our Honorable Peter. It's true that he has been detained in the people. They were great at school, and we could be happy to go there. The school, man, you got a facility over in DFT, over TNIA, so it's more views. So I sent them a big nigga to pass that bill, including Peter Granny, number now. Thank you very much. That Kuari is very innovative in begging.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I will happen. I will pray that will happen. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Let's go in just this final one and come back here. Got to the Honorable to respond to some of the concerns from the callers. Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Hans, this is Tanu Bobo.
Yeah, and you're calling from where?
Yeah, I'm calling from Monrovia, but from Salaye district in Lofa, District 5. Okay,
please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me begin by telling the Honorable Kiwolo, thank you so much for the effort. It's true that all my time in Lofa, he is the first representative to have come back to the people with a written report and deliver it and tell them to go and look at it, critique it, and getting feedback. And I think that is one of the cardinal things that a lawmaker should do with his constituents. So I want to congratulate him for that. Beyond that, Honorable Chewolo is one of the representatives that I see that makes frequent visits to his people. And the more you get closer to the people, the better they get to know you, the better you get to know them, their problems. So he is always there nearly every weekend. He's in Lofa County, particularly Salaye and Zozo District. In the Briama plan in Zozo District, we face a very serious problem there with the road condition, and he personally did an intervention outside of the legislative budget. He did that. He promised that he would have done that, fix the road, and today that road is viable. That road was cut for nearly a year since the logging company left that community. So we want to tell him thank you, and also for the training program that he has established in both Zozo and Salaye District for the women to empower them. That's another way that that development can come to our people. When the women are empowered and they are able to earn money for themselves, they can better take care of the family.
Wow.
So we thank you, and thank you for the program.
Well, thank you very much, my dear brother. Hope you go back to Salaye and Zozo to work for your people. That's what the Honorable says. So all of you who are from Salaye and Zozo, the Honorable will be looking for you to go back home like he always do, to work, offer what you can offer for the district. That is for the development. Honorable back, you listen to the concerns from the callers.
Thank you, Hans, and thanks to the team. Let me say thanks to all of the caller, your commendations, your requests, your concerns. I want to say thank you for that, because the feedback from you helped me to be more stronger the next time. And so I want to appreciate all of you who call, especially the gentleman that called and said, what is my plan for the students from our district are in other counties? It's just very simple. All you need to do is to organize yourself in the more respectful manner. Make sure that you submit your listing. Those are people who can afford. We're not talking about people who can afford.
For people who can afford.
Who can afford, and I want to make it clear. For my part, since I know myself, my children don't take scholarship from anybody because I can afford. Okay. So if you can afford, you're not the one we're talking to. But if you are in Bond, you are in Nimba, anywhere you are, just submit your name with your ID number, then of course we can work on it. We may not give you 100%, but at least we can give some portion of that tuition. So as I speak to you, there are 3 students who came yesterday in my office. And of course, we have sent them to AMU. Is AMU across the bridge? We gave them some financial aid scholarship through Honorable Kun's scholarship scheme. Okay. And we are doing likewise in the Vonjemant, the Lofa University. We gave scholarship to almost 37 students.
They got to be respectful down.
Exactly so. So we did not do that scholarship this semester because we found that students were not responding. They were not bringing their grade sheets. They were not even calling to make us to understand their part of the scholarship. So we cut it down to make sure that we redo it. We are in the position to support our students. That which we are clear to it. Right. And let me just say
plans
this.
For the youth.
Plans for the youth. So the youth, of course, like one of the callers said, the capacity building training we carry on is for the youth. So if you can learn how to do soap making and we give you some finances to be able to start your business, you can also go to school. Cool. The 169 person that we train in Zozo and Salaye District, we gave them funding to start their business. And during this break, I'm going to visit all of those centers to see whether the business is going on. And if it is good, of course, we can still give them 50% of what we gave them before.
Right.
That's my promise to them.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So the gentleman that called and talked about TNMA and the BWI, ASAD and BWI is a government institution also. At this time, it's a vocational. They have vocational training school there. But I think the government should be thinking about upgrading these things. There's no need for diploma at this time when you have gone to 2 to 3 years. We should even cancel that from our school system. I think that's one of the things we'll be looking at when you talk about, another more bill. We have a plan. We have a 4-year strategic plan. I want to say our 4-year strategic plan is this. Hence, we are going to present it to the district to make sure that the Perusian will have a town hall meetings on the 4-year strategic plan to explain to them what we think is feasible, what we think is that we can achieve. So the 4-year strategic plan focuses on the
Honorable, let me ask you the question.
Yeah.
did you get the people involved, or you just put the plans together by yourself and say you think that what they need?
No. So normally you should have something on hand to carry to the people.
Okay.
So carrying to the people, that's why you discuss with them.
Right.
They will tell you, no, we don't agree to this, we agree to this. So you have something. If now you don't do that, you will be dragged around until you come from there with nothing.
Right.
So we are focusing on infrastructure development and connectivities.
Mhm.
What do we mean by this? We're talking about clinic renovations, road connectivities. There are some towns that are producing more local materials in terms of oil, in terms of rice. They can bring it on the main road. How do we connect these district? Or these villages to the main road? So we are talking about having some road project in this area. Education and youth empowerment. You just talk about it. It means that our students who can afford will be happy. Then those that want to go to skill training program will also help them to go to the schools. Healthcare and social services. Our health workers have been complaining. Some of them are not being employed. They've been working for 10 years, 15 years. We'll make sure that we work along with the Ministry of Health that they can be employed. Social services are those services we provide for the community, which of course there are so numerous things we do. We're talking about construction of hand pumps in the community, which of course we did in Zozo and Salary District. Agriculture and local economic development. Agriculture institutions, there are small pilot projects. They are there and they need some support. Some of them we give them wheelbarrows, we give them shovels, we give them collectors, we give them cash. We are willing to invest into these areas so that people can be empowered by themselves. So our 4-year strategic plan will focus on the 4 pillars that we just talked about.
When the people give their input, then you adopt it.
Exactly. Then it becomes a law for us. It becomes something that we all can work with. So then we have a timeline to it. In year 1,
we do this.
We do this. If we don't do, we come back to make our report. We tell you the reason why we never fulfilled due to X, Y, Z.
Well, Honorable, we have to go. Time is